Another danger for Texans: distracted driving. It is responsible for nearly 1 in 5 crashes across the state. It's adding up to over 20,000 incidents every year. KRHD News reporter Chris Talley has much more.
Texas deaths behind the wheel continue to rise from the big city to rural areas, and construction zones become the leading location where these deaths occur. According to TxDOT data, the number of drivers killed in construction zones on Texas roadways has gone up by a third in 2021. 26,000 crashes were reported in construction areas all across the state. Daniel Armbruster of AAA Texas says distractions for drivers continue to grow.
Distracted driving is underreported, but it's a growing problem here in Texas. We saw in 2021 the number of people killed by distracted driving increased versus 2020 and 2019. And so it continues to be a growing problem on our roadways. And it all comes down to distractions that can be, of course, cell phones.
To help combat distracted driving, AAA Texas and the Houston Police Department Foundation collaborated to create a documentary focused on encouraging drivers to think twice while behind the wheel. Officer Sal Corral of the Houston Police Department says he wants to spread the message not just in Houston, but across the entire state.
Unfortunately, in that documentary that we see, it's tale after tale of someone getting hurt because they didn't want to leave the phone alone. It's something that we're cognizant of, but we have to make it a reality.
Sergeant Justin Ruiz of Texas DPS sees the reality all too well, no matter what city he is patrolling in.
Typically, those stops come from being right next to them and them not knowing that we're there. We can see inside the vehicle. We can see, hey, they've got a phone in their hand and they're looking at their phone. And we'll initiate that traffic stop.
Ruiz says there are incentives that keep you from texting and driving.
There's several different types of apps out there that you can download that will give you rewards to go to Chick-fil-A, to go to Burger King, or even give you money for putting your phone down and leaving it down the entirety of your trip. And it'll automatically send a text message to whoever's texting you saying, hey, I'm driving, I'll call you back as soon as I stop driving. So look at those options, because those options could potentially save your life.
Whether driving in Houston or the Brazos Valley, Daniel Armbruster with AAA hopes that the documentary Sidetrack can keep drivers from getting sidetracked on the road. In College Station, Chris Talley, KRHD News.